Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and Klein has a new screwdriver they're calling the 6-in-1 Insulated Auto-Lock Screwdriver. And what it is, well, 6-in-1 because there are 5 bits back here, 2 flats or slotted, 2 squares, and 2 Phillips, and then there's one up here in the chamber. So you can store all of these back here, no problem. Now it does have a little bit different mechanism here. If I take a standard bit driver like this Klein one, these just fall right out. They do fit in there quite loosely. So there is sometimes always a concern that you might think you have an insulated screwdriver when you don't. This is really the insulated part, but this has got some insulation on it on its own. How do I know? I tested it, which I'll do in a second. Now Milwaukee's got a set that use these interchangeable bits. They're a lot bigger. Comes in this big Velcro pouch. It's actually a nice tool, but it's certainly less convenient when you've got to switch around all of these and carry this pouch, especially if you happen to put the screwdriver in the pouch and along with the bits. So then it all wraps up. But this is a 6-in-1 with the bits right here. So you can just pop out the bit using that auto lock function right there and pop in a new one. Pretty cool. When I was at the Klein factory, I did get to watch the testing of some of their 1000-volt rated tools. Now this one here is made in Taiwan. In fact, here's the packaging for it. I'll show you if you want to see it up a little closer. 6-in-1, etc. 1000-volt rated. What it's got, the auto lock, 6-bit storage there, explanation right there, and then of course made in Taiwan. So what I'm going to do is actually kind of test this using my frequency generator, and I do love these other lightweight Klein insulated screwdrivers. They've got little slim ones. Notice this is a slim bit. That's one of the other things is manufacturing all the slim bits costs more than, if you can run them thicker shafts. But these, quite nice. What I've got now is a frequency generator, and you've seen this on my videos before. And what it is, it's generating a static charge. Sometimes I lose my microphone, sometimes my camera goes black. It's kind of weird. All of the things this messes up. But if I can take something like this and get it close, and you'll see wherever it will, oh, there it is, that starts to jump. I can feel a little tingle in my fingers. Turn it up a little bit. That was it. That's as much as I could get. But let's go ahead and try this. You can see right there, jumping the gap. I'll hold it maybe like this. I can hold it up here. Nothing. That's pretty good. If I try to do it with something like this, I'm going to turn it way down here, but if I try, like this is one of the Klein blackout screwdrivers, it jumps quite well. I can feel a little tingle, but boy, if I'm anywhere near this collar up here, ow! Yeah, that's the end of that. But anyway, let's crank it way up and see what we've got. I don't know if there we go. About up here. I'm going to turn it down and move it up and see if there's anything going on. Nothing here really. Jumps a little bit because there is metal in that. And then back up here. So it appears to pass the test, not getting much of anything. So you've got these coated bits that fit into this auto lock. So really the 1000-volt rating begins at that auto lock, which is not unusual to have it begin where the bit is actually held. Anyway, nice light screwdriver, pretty cool design. However, you know what? This is a good kit, this Milwaukee. They also make this kit. It's a mini version of it. Again, 1000-volt rated. Pretty cool. You can see right there. I've done tests on this. I think Klein could easily make something, maybe, I don't know how easy it is, but something in this form factor that is filled with the essential bits. And if you see in this case here, we've got some Torx, we've got a couple of slotted and a couple of Phillips. Now, in my philosophy on 1000 volt rated, honestly, from a DIYer, it's probably a really good idea. A lot of people say, well, no, you've got to, you've got to kill the circuits. You've got to be super careful. You test everything. You don't need these because you don't do that kind of work. Well, the point might be sometimes you do things hot, or maybe just with the wall switch instead of killing the breaker. But other times you don't know that something's hot. And that's where something like this could come in. Yeah, you still may blow up something, start a fire. Something to think about. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. And with that, Doc out.